Hey, this is Beverly Bozeman. I am the creator of Speak Queen, an encouraging platform for women. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Be sure and share this broadcast with your friends and your family. Be sure and turn on the notification bell so that you'll know when I am on with another video. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And again, thank you guys so much for stopping by. I appreciate y'all. So my broadcast today is entitled Be an Original, No Fake Pieces. So I heard somebody say the other day that they had to take their car to the dealership in another city. And the type of car that they have, they wanted to entrust the work to the original dealership, manufacturer, whatever. And it made me think about how we oftentimes won't be the originals that we know we should be or know that we can be, because then we will have to separate ourselves from everybody else, because we have to go to different places where they can't go. And that being the case, we miss out on getting what it is that we need to make us better, right? And it's just like if that person were to, it wasn't like a Lamborghini or something that requires very specific tools. But if that person had taken that car to somewhere general like Meineke or Jiffy Lube, they could have gotten certain things done. But when it came to specific issues on the car, if that place didn't have the correct tools or the correct electronics or electrical equipment to work on it, could, possibly cause damage. So why do we hang with people and hang with the people that we know are not good fits for us? Like if that person had taken their car to a Jiffy Lube and they were trying to use a certain piece of equipment and it couldn't fit, but they were, banging it on and twisting it on and using something else to make it fit, it was going to cause some type of damage and the car would not perform like it was supposed to. So that's the same thing with us. If we know we're supposed to be reading books to gain information so that we can work on our calling or work on the things that's going to help us to better ourselves, why are we not doing it? Why are we instead watching TV shows that are no good for us? Why are we scrolling social media for hours and gaining information that's not going to do us any good in life? Why are we still hanging around with the people who have the same mindset that they had in the 90s? They're not going anywhere. They don't want to go anywhere. They could care less about you going anywhere. So they're going to always try to hang with you and make you fit with them so that you can not perform just like them. Why is that? Is it out of loyalty? Is it out of, I've been knowing her forever and that's just the way she is and I don't mind? Or is it out of fear that once you begin to perform at optimum level as you were supposed to do, that they're not, those type of people or those friends or those family members, co-workers, church members, whoever, they're not going to want to be with you like that anymore, and you don't want to be by yourself? We have to ask ourselves those type of questions. And if we get mad with ourselves, that's just the way it is, because I believe that we get mad with other people when they ask us those thought-provoking questions, those hard-hitting questions. Why are you hanging out with that girl? She is notorious for messing around with other people, men. You want to have that reputation too? Well, you don't have to say that. She's a good person. I mean, she can't help it that the married men want her. She can't help that. And if the wives were taking care of their business at home, then the men wouldn't come looking. Am I correct or what? Don't ask me how I know the answers to those questions. Don't ask me how I know how to ask those questions. You only know all my business. Just a little jokey poo. But those are the type of questions that we need to be asking ourselves. Now, if you know that you are a Lamborghini, you ain't got no business going down to the shade tree mechanic and getting him to fix anything. He doesn't even need to push your seat around. The dude with the cigarette hanging out the corner of his mouth with the ash about that long that ain't fell off yet because he good at it. He doesn't need to be touching your car. You can't even get the same kind of gas everybody gets. If you want to perform at optimum level, you have to go ahead and concede to the fact that you have to be original. If you want to do what it is that you're supposed to do in life, you're just going to have to be okay with the fact that you have to be an original. No fake pieces. The fake pieces are the fake people that are holding you back. Now, if you are okay with being okay, and you're just, I would rather my life be this way, and just live how I'm living now than, take a chance on losing my friends so I can have better. If you're okay with that, then I'm okay with it. But if you ain't okay, I ain't okay. And what I mean from that is, if you want better and you know that you can have better, that's the thing. You want better and you know you can have better. Or you want to do what it is that you feel like you were put here on earth to do, then I am with you. Because I have felt that way for years. And I have lost a whole lot of friends. Not like I had a whole Coliseum full to begin with, but I lost all my friends. I'm still alive. I'm okay. Be an original. I'm an advocate. I am very, very, very adamant about writing. And I believe that you need to get a journal and you need to write. Write about the thoughts that you have that you don't talk to other people about. I'm not talking about deep, dark secrets this time, and this is what I came through, and this is how I feel as a result. You are unique, and you have thoughts. Why is it this way? And why do people do this when it should be that? And you want to do those things that make you different because you feel different on the inside. You have different thoughts. But every time you try to share those thoughts with somebody, they question you. Why are you asking dumb questions like that? Why are you saying that? That's stupid. Oh, that's for white people. I got that a lot. Why are you trying to be somebody that you ain't? Just be yourself. I got that a lot too. And when we get told things like that, it suppresses our originality. It suppresses our genius. So we find ourselves being a part of status quo. We find ourselves on that hamster wheel. We find ourselves filing in line with everybody else and just moving through life like a pack of zombies. That's where the writing comes in. That's where you can take your thoughts and you put them on paper. And then you come back to them later. And you'll have ideas to go with those thoughts that you can kind of like put into motion. And the next thing you know, you're on a different level. And here's the thing. This is what makes us so afraid of not being original. The people that we have locked arms with in life, the people that we have been gliding along through life on autopilot with, we're afraid to lose those people. But guess what? There are other people on other levels. Just like there are people who do things that you just would not even think to do, things that are not so good, or things that are just horrible, illegal, immoral, unethical, and all that. There are people on those levels too. Not trying to, judge them or whatever, but you just would not do those things. There are people on that level too. There are people on every level of life. So if you are concerned about not having any friends, guess what? There'll be people on those levels that you're trying to go to who want to be with people like you. How do I know? Because there are people on the current level that you are on. You don't have to take my word for it. Just look at your current level. Plenty of people. And how does the saying go? There's room at the top because the bottom is crowded. I'm not saying to turn your back on people. I'm not saying to like just ditch them and leave them and don't have anything to do with them at all. But when it comes to your calling in life and fulfilling your purpose, you got to be about your business. The way I look at it, one day we all got to talk to God about our lives. And I am determined to hear him tell me, well done, thou good and faithful servant. At the very least, because I have put forth the effort and done what I thought I was supposed to do, put one foot in front of the other every day. That's where the writing comes in. I just am such an advocate for writing down your thoughts. And if the people that you have locked arms with and you're friends with and all this, and they start pulling back from you, kind of taking their arm away from yours, let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Don't you dare run behind people. Don't you dumb down so that they can feel comfortable and they can stay locked in arm with you. Don't do that. Because it's going to turn into another day. Just the same. It's going to turn into another situation. Just the same. And the years will have gone and you will look back and say, gosh, to be more careful. What happened to my life? I had a plan here and a plan there. But I dumbed myself down so other people could feel comfortable in my circle. They need to, don't worry about that part. They don't need to worry about being uncomfortable. They need to get themselves up to your level if they want to stay with you. Let that be their problem. Because if it turns into your problem, it'll turn into your crusade. And you ain't got time for that. If they don't want to elevate, if they don't want any better, then hey, let it be. Just let it be. If they don't like the fact that you're reading or you're traveling to see the world and find some new experiences, or you want to be a daycare owner, or you want to be married, or you want to stop messing around with married men, or you want to lose weight, or you want to go to cosmetology school, let that be your thing. Let them worry about why they don't want better. You let them worry about why they don't want better. And again, I'm not saying leave your friends, trash them, treat them like dirt. I ain't saying all of that. I'm saying you got to worry about your wanting to be an original, no fake pieces. Because you're going to take on fake pieces, fake situations, fake mindsets, just so that you can blend in with everybody else and go to the same places and experience the same things just because. Well, it is what it is. But I did want to offer a slight warning. I know this from experience, honey. Yes. When you do decide to become an original, there will be opportunity for sabotage. Let that sink in. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying you got to watch out for each and everybody in your circle, because sometimes it's not always the people in your circle. Sometimes it is. But just be aware that there is a possibility for sabotage. And what I mean by that is, if you are trying to lose weight, you're going to have possibly a person or people who always want you to, let's go out to eat, girl. I need to talk about whatever. Look, I know you're trying to lose weight and everything, but you got to get some of this cake. And they bring you 4 or 5 pieces of cake. So-and-so made cake, or so-and-so had a sale on the donuts that you like, girl, and I just had to bring it to you. Just watch out for stuff like that. If your willpower is not where it should be, I'm going to leave it alone. All right, you could take that bag with you, or when they leave, you take it and dump it. And if they get upset at the fact that you will not break your resolve to be better, if they still want to be on the phone for hours and they know you're trying to study, know you're trying to rest, steady trying to introduce you to men that are not available, I'm gonna leave that part just like that, then they do not have your best interest. They want you to stay right there on the level where you are. Just something to think about. Anyways, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Be sure and share this broadcast with your friends and your family. Turn on the notification bell so that you'll know when I drop another video. Like and subscribe to the channel. And again, thank you for stopping by. Be sure to release your genius. Pull off the impossible every day. Remember, you will have whatever it is that you say. So be positive when you speak, Queen.